coming up on Men's Health Next Top Trainer.
Go.
Man, that was a challenge. I just really need to step my game up.
You should probably be kicked off the show right now.
Welcome back, gentlemen. One of you will become a regular contributor to Men's Health magazine and get to star in his own workout DVD.
Let's do it.
This is an elimination challenge today. Are you guys ready to hear what it is?
Oh, yeah.
So do you guys know basketball knockout?
Oh, maybe we're shooting hoops today.
Knockout in basketball is a classic game I used to play my whole life.
I'm familiar with the pressure that it puts on you, especially when somebody's breathing down your neck.
All right, well, this is exercise knockout. So here's how it's gonna work. Knockout is a rapid-fire 3-round challenge where the guys have to come up with exercise variations as fast as possible. A contestant will be knocked out if he can't think of an exercise variation or if he repeats one that's already been done. If you're the last man standing, you get 1 point. If you're the first to get knocked out, you get 7 points. The trainer with the lowest total score wins the challenge. Gideon, since you won our last challenge, if you can't think of a variation, you get a save. You don't get knocked out and it will immediately go to the next person. We're excited to get started. You guys can head back to the locker room and prepare, and we'll call you guys out shortly.
Thank you.
In this challenge, I'm going to be looking for speed.
Good form. If they don't have those, they're out.
Frankly, I'll be very disappointed if these guys don't get at least through 3-4 rounds.
It's going to be a challenge for sure.
This is mastery of what we do.
This is all what we do.
I mean, this is what we do.
All right, fellas, we've got exercise knockout. You got to quickly show the movement with good form. If it's good, I'll say yes. If it's not, no, and you're out. And you're going to keep going until there's one man standing. All right, so the first move is the push-up. We get started in 3 seconds with Sean. 3, 2, 1.
My goal is to have 2 or 3 options for every time.
The guy in front of you takes what you're gonna do. And then you're next. You got 3 seconds to think.
Going into it, I felt very confident, but
Dave, you're out.
I did bad.
Out, out. Repeat. Out. Great job, guys. Excellent work.
Anthony owned that thing.
We'll see how you guys do with the lower body movement. We've got the squat.
I heard a couple wows from Adam, BJ, and Lou.
Wow. Oh, delicious.
They seemed to be happy with my mobility and the way I was moving, at least. Having to do all the other variations.
Out.
I just don't train like that often.
Repeat. Out. Repeat. He's out.
We're going to do a partner squat. You're going to come right now and hold my hand.
We all were reaching there at the end. I mean, there's only so many variations of the exercises.
Out. Oh. Oh. Third and final exercise is going to be the pull-up, and for nomenclature purposes, pull-up, chin-up, whatever you want to call it. Go.
People were coming out there with variations I personally have never seen before.
You gotta get those creative juices flowing, and
Out.
I didn't.
How liberal are these judges going to be?
Okay, BJ.
Guys were doing a pull-up and they were like, huh?
Marcus, you want to pull up? Right now, it's about survival. And I was confident and very happy with my performance.
Out.
Dynamic squat to pull up. That challenge was very interesting. High knees to chin up hold. Plank. Walk up to chin up. How can I keep spicing this up to make the judges say, all right, that's a good one? Lateral lunge to sternum, chin up. I believe I'm safe.
These are getting a little tiresome.
Well, I hope I'm safe.
Eyes closed, pull up.
Eyes closed? I'm going to have to say no.
I wanted my eyes closed variation. They didn't give it to me, but I wanted that, okay?
Eric's no, I shouldn't have counted. He knows that.
Switch.
Dude, it was hard. I just really need to step my game up.
Definitely think Anthony did really well.
Anthony dominated. I think Anthony took it.
I call him the supercomputer because he's just processing information so fast.
I have no problem being a machine.
And we're just going to do stuff until something happens.
Man, that was a challenge.
I think the contestants killed today's exercise. Anthony and Gideon, the creativity with the movements, the way they performed them so well and explosively.
I said I wanted to see a machine
today, and that's exactly what Anthony was.
He could be a guy that could really go far in this competition.
Gideon gets extra points for the Michael Jordan pull-up. That was hilarious.
He was performing. He just looks like a star.
A couple guys who kind of didn't do so well. You know, Dave really put himself in a bad position today.
Repeat.
Out! Out!
He's a level below the other guys at this point.
So Justin was okay in the first two, but I was actually impressed with him in the pull-ups.
While everybody was adding little movements and little twists to movements, he was adding an expletive at the end.
Switch.
Not so tough decision in my opinion in terms of who has to go home today.
Hey trainers. So exercise knockout, that was so fun to watch. Did you guys have as much fun doing it? Very fun. We're gonna get started by pulling the two top leaders up, and it was Anthony and Gideon. So if you guys wanna step forward. Anthony, you had 3 points, congratulations, winning each round. Gideon, you had 7 points, so congratulations. The judges want to talk to each of you about your performances.
Anthony, you tried out last year. You didn't make it. You tried out again this year, but I kind of thought, yeah, you'd be interesting in the mix, but I think you might be kind of boring. And you're the opposite of boring.
I mean, good stuff. You obviously you put in some work over the past year.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we were wrong.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
He was more wrong than me though. You showed some Tarzan-like tendencies. You're kind of a movement magician.
And Gideon, you were performing. Your magnetism, I think, is going to be very hard for any of these guys to match.
So when it comes to the winner of this challenge, we're gonna go with the numbers. So we're gonna give it to the movement magician, I think you called him. So Anthony, congratulations. You'll receive an advantage in the next challenge. You guys can head back to the locker room, great job. I would like Doug and Sean. You both were in the middle of our pack today. Doug, you had 12 points. Sean, you had 14 points, so you are both safe. You guys can head to the locker room. Great job. Now I'm gonna read off scores that you all received today. Justin, you received 14. Eric, you received 14. And Dave received 20. The judges want to speak to each of you about your performances today.
So Eric, now you should probably be kicked off the show right now for the eyes closed pull-up. But you were funny about it, and I think that's good.
Form was great, personality's great. I just wasn't inspired.
Justin, I really enjoyed watching you during the pull-up performance. The squats and push-ups were disappointing. Which is the real Justin? Is it pull-up Justin? Is it squat Justin?
In the pull-up competition, I was like, man, I blew those last two. I really need to bring it on this one. I need to just be myself.
Now see, what I remember about you in the pull-up competition was when you were doing the tough ones, after you jumped off the bar, I noticed that you threw in a swear word at the end there. I definitely identify with that. It's just, you know, family audience.
Yeah, I thought it was fucking great. Now, Dave, what was it like to stand there, especially on that pull-up and chin-up variation? I mean, you were out early.
That's embarrassing. I really don't know what to say about it. There's nothing I can really say that's gonna change that, except that, you know, I messed up on this challenge.
I believe what you just said. Prior to hearing that, my interpretation is just kind of an indifference to it. Yeah, maybe he wants to be here, or maybe just here just in case, see what happens. I think we need to see that passion out of you as well.
Today, one of you will be going home. And we're gonna go straight by the numbers. So today, Dave, you will be heading home, but thank you. And you guys can head back.
And I would say, you know, Dave, this should be for you the dig deeper moment. I hope that's how you take this.
Based off the numbers, you know, it wasn't really close. So in that circumstance, you can't blame them for what they did. To have the opportunity to even be here, to network with these guys, to meet these guys and to learn from them has been worth it. You're gonna be spending a lot of time in front of the camera. There's gonna be a lot more good stuff coming out, so.